Hey everybody, we're making a live action dog movie where the dogs all swear and act inappropriately, and that's the joke, is because they swear. Who wants to see it? I know you do. Welcome back, film fans. It is Brad from letsbreelwithb. I talk about movies, TV shows, ranking videos, and physical media, and other sorts of movie-related topics. So if that is something that you're interested in, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Strays is the newest wide-release film from Universal Pictures that features a big cast of Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx in the lead roles, and it is with talking dogs. Yeah, that's right. We have talking dogs, and they are strays, and they all act inappropriate, and they swear, and the poster of this movie says rated R on it because they want to make sure that people who see this movie are going to be, 17-year-olds, adults, and not actual kids like what happened with Sausage Party a few years ago. But in any case, Strays is a movie that I did not want to see. The concept of this movie isn't bad by any means, but the trailer for this film pretty much ruined every single joke that this movie had, and when I watched the film, it's pretty obvious. I'm not gonna be one of those people that just hates this movie because there are dogs that are swearing. I do, however, think that this movie just isn't very funny, and it's very evident when in my screening last night, no one in my auditorium was laughing. Now, let's dive into all my negatives I have with this film, and I do have to start with the humor. Now, humor is subjective, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people who are going to really enjoy this movie and have a good laugh with it, and that is the basis of this film. If you found this movie to be funny, then you're probably going to like this movie because it is a very simple, straightforward hour-and-a-half type of film that you know exactly what you're going in for. And if you don't find it funny like me, then it really hurts this movie. The next issue I have with this movie has got to be with the story, as this is your most cliched, boring, typical studio comedy story we have seen 100 different times before, and this movie doesn't do anything different here, and I know most people are not really gonna care about it. This movie is so predictable that I knew almost every single scene that was going to happen, even when this movie tried to shock me with its ridiculous humor, and this movie just feels way too long. The structure of this movie is one big, long comedy fun scene that is just all about shock value, and then the next scene, it tries to be emotional and sentimental, and it's supposed to make you care about these dogs. Yeah, you came to this movie wanting an R-rated comedy. Well, you're gonna get more of an emotional aspect to this, and we're gonna take this movie a little bit more seriously, which doesn't make any sense because why are you trying to make this movie emotional? Why are you trying to make it sentimental? The whole marketing for this movie is just to be an R-rated, over-the-top, ridiculous concept, and my biggest issue with this film has got to be the presentation, where there are so many scenes of the dogs just standing around in a field and they're just talking, and the camera just sits there while they're talking. And you know they're not doing anything, and you know they're just CGIing the mouths so they can talk to each other, and they're just doing nothing. And that is a good portion of this film. Surprisingly, I do have a few positives with this movie, and I do have to start with the use of real animals in this movie, which I found to be really impressive, especially in a day and age where almost everything is CGI. I'm looking at you, Disney. And I found a way that this team was able to make the animals look realistic as possible. I gotta give them a lot of props because that is something really hard to do, especially now where you have to be very careful of how you treat your animals, and I completely agree with that, and they actually did a really good job. While I have complained about the humor, I do think there are a few jokes in this movie that did make me chuckle just a little bit, and there are a few jokes jokes in this movie that really could have had so much more potential. The voice acting. This is probably one of my favorite aspects about this film, and Jamie Foxx is clearly the best performance in this film, and he feels like he is having the most fun. There are also people that are really excited to see Will Ferrell, and I thought he was fine. It's your very typical Will Ferrell performance, so if that's what you're expecting and that's what you like, then that's what you get here. Overall, guys, Strays is one of those films that you're either excited to see it or you're not, and if you are excited to see it, then just go watch it. You're probably going to really enjoy it, and if you don't want to watch it, then just skip it. So I am giving Strays a 4 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. As I want to know below in the comment section, have you seen Strays, and are you planning on checking it out? Let me know all of your thoughts. And as always, I will see you all in the following review.